Hi there, welcome back. Another week ticked off. Second week back into training. Good week. Again, copped the blocks in that I needed to do. Just come back from a long run, so increased by about another half hour on my long run from last week. So I did about 1 hour 45 last week. I got to about 2 hours 15 today with Mark. Mark just joined me for about an hour as he's got a marathon next week, so I did about half an hour or so on my own. Met him for about an hour and then did another half hour plus sort of on my own, so I did about 2 hours 15 in total, so it was great to get out. The weather was pretty miserable, but actually cleared up about halfway through, so we got that done. And then just had a good week with my sort of 2 run sessions in the week. First run session was 2-minute efforts, so I did 10 times 2 minutes on the grass with 1 minute recoveries, and then I sort of run down to the park, which is about a mile, do that effort, which is about 4 miles worth of running, and then about 1.5 miles back, so a good sort of 6.5 sort of effort, and then sort of rode into work and rode back to work on the easy days as well this week. So I've had 2 good run sessions. The second was 10-minute effort followed by 3 by 4 minutes, again running down to the park, do the session and then run back. So 2 good run sessions, and then the 2 days when I was in the office, steady run in the morning, sort of 5.5 mile, and then sort of the riding and ride home, which is about 1:05 on the way in. It's about 50 minutes on the way back, so I come a slightly different way. But I bought myself a little GoPro harness chest strap this week, so I tested that out on Thursday morning, so I got some nice footage of the commute to work. Just wanted to get a bit more footage on the bike as I'm not getting too much, so I'm looking forward to using that perhaps next weekend at the club ride as well and get some footage out with the guys. And then bike wise, had a couple of good sessions on the bike. So after the run session on Monday, I did a sort of bike session in the evening, which was sort of minute efforts of about 350 watts. I think it was 5 reps, sort of 3 sets, 5 reps in each set, and I think it was like a minute on, minute off, a minute at sort of 350, a minute at 115. Then there's sort of a little bit of an extra couple of minutes in between each of those sort of 5 sets, 5 reps. So yes, that was really good. Sort of working on high end, sort of a bit like 400 metre training, I suppose, a bit of high end pace. And then sort of did another sort of bike effort later on in the week on the Wednesday as well. So slightly longer efforts. And as I didn't go to the club on Saturday, I sort of did a bike session Friday morning because Louise's birthday was Saturday this week, so I wanted to have Saturday off, so I did 2.5 hours on the bike on Friday, which was pretty horrible because it was in the shed on the turbo. So it was zone 2 efforts, so 20 minutes, I think it's about 5 20 minutes, and then in between, so I did 20 minutes at 200 watts, 10 minutes at 230, then a 20 at 200, another at 230 for 10 minutes, back to 200, and then after that I did a sort of a 200 with a 260 for 5 minutes, back to 200 watts again for another 20 minutes, and then up to 260 again. So it was a good sort of 2.5 hours sort of session, which I did on Friday, followed that up by sort of strength and conditioning as well, so which was tough off that. So really my legs were looking forward to the rest on Saturday, to be fair, before the long run today. Also I think it's quite nice this week, managed to get out with the head torch as well early for some of those runs when I'm in the office where it's a bit darker. I think it was Tuesday, was really nice. It was still bright moon, stars in the sky, so that was quite nice getting out on Tuesday morning. And then sort of when I did the bike on this week, one of the days was a bit drizzly and damp, so, but all in all, pretty good week, solid week. I've got another big week next week, so ramp up again. Try and get to close to 3 hours next week on the run, and then it'll be an easy week. And I've got my first race back after the Euros and the 6 stage So I'm looking forward to that, which is a middle distance duathlon I've got lined up. So I think November the 6th or 7th, I think it is. So get back out on the bike as well, get on the TT bike. Looking forward to that because they've just announced this week that the Europeans are going to be in Venice, which is going to be around March, early March. So we've got that early March, then we've also got the World's sort of end of April as well, so it's quite front loaded next year. And I think the national or the British champs, I think it's the national champs as well, is sort of March time. So we've got the nationals, Euros and the Worlds, and then it all depends on whether I choose to do both of the Euro and the Worlds at the standard, as I want to have a go at the middle distance as well this year. So just waiting for the announcements on the dates for those so I can work out the sort of race calendar, and whether I want to do the standard races as well. So we'll see how that goes, but exciting. A bit more motivated this week, second week back. So so I'm looking forward to getting one more good week in before an easy week. So I hope everyone's well. Keep training hard. Leave any comments if you ever want to ask me any questions or anything. Just put a comment in below and I'll try and get back to you. And hopefully see you on the start line soon.